Lots of noise from both sides, each accusing the other of being afraid to actually show up for the presidential debates. So let's debate about the debates with Democratic strategist Kevin Walling and townhall.com political editor and Fox News contributor Guy Benson. Guys, listen, I just throw out if Kanye's there and have this three-way debate, that's going to be some must-see TV. I don't think it's going to happen. So let's talk about the situation as it is. Let's talk about this piece in the New York Times by Thomas Friedman. Let's go through his first requirement. He says Biden should demand of the president he should declare that he will take part in a debate only if Trump releases his tax returns for 2016 through 2018. No more gifting Trump something he can attack while hiding his own questionable finances. And Guy, listen, tomorrow, Supreme Court may give an assist on this. We're standing by.
Yeah, we'll see what SCOTUS does tomorrow. Look, this is obviously a non-starter and a gimmick. I'm sort of curious, reading this Friedman column, is it a think piece by one columnist at the New York Times, or is it a trial balloon? I think that there are a lot of people on the left who are maybe interested in running out the clock. They think that they're ahead significantly. The polls do indicate that, and maybe they can play some prevent defense and just waltz into November and win without debates. I think that that would be actually a very risky move. It would play into the president's team's hands. They're saying that Biden isn't up for the job, and if Sleepy Joe stays in the basement, refuses to debate the incumbent, I think that they would make a lot of hay out of that. Just broadly speaking, Shannon, I think the American people deserve to hear the two major party candidates for president debate, period.
All right, and a third if Kanye gets in. Okay, that's not going to happen. But I like to think about it because it would be very entertaining. Okay, so the second demand in the Friedman piece is this, that Biden should insist that a real-time fact-checking team approved by both candidates 10 minutes before the scheduled conclusion of the debate, the team will report on any misleading statements, phony numbers, or outright lies either candidate had uttered. Kevin, is that a serious suggestion? Are we for reals?
It really isn't, Shannon. I think it's more of a trial balloon, to Guy's point. But Guy makes an important argument at the end. We need to hear from these two men on the debate stage. Only one campaign so far has agreed to the rules that have been placed since 1992, when the Presidential Debate Commission put forward that three-debate process with two candidates facing one another, and that's the Biden campaign. You know, Trump wants to distract. The Trump campaign wants to distract from these debates, wants to put out the idea more debates are actually hand-picking moderators, which is really out of the question. But again, the Biden campaign has agreed to these rules. It's up to the Trump campaign to agree to these rules, and they haven't yet.
Okay, I want to ask you both. Do you think that there is a chance that either Biden or Trump will not agree or won't show for one or more of these debates? Guy, to you first.
It's 2020, so there's a chance that literally anything might happen. But overall, if I had to bet, I think that the Trump campaign probably wants as many debates as they can get. They have some ground to make up. And I think the Biden team ultimately might be tempted for a number of reasons to keep their guy off the stage, but I think ultimately they move forward.
Kevin, what do you think?
Yes, and I think both sides are really itching to get their two candidates on the debate stage. I know the Biden campaign is really interested in this face-off and making sure that someone's holding the president accountable on that debate stage. They think it's going to be Joe Biden. And I'm hopeful, like I said, that the Trump campaign will agree to the rules that have been in place since 1992.
Well, I got to ask you, because the final debate between Democrats, I think it was Biden and Sanders left there when they didn't have an audience because we were starting to get into the coronavirus thing in a more serious way. I thought it was one of the most substantive debates and the most interesting without the crowd getting involved or cheering or distracting, and they seemed more focused. Do you think we'll have the same impact if that's how these debates are held this time? Really quick from both of you. Guy first.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of oohing and aahing in 2016, and the insults and the crowd in the room. That would be sort of the oxygen sucked out of the room if there's no one there. I would say one more thing for the Trump campaign. They're setting such a low bar for Joe Biden that if he just comes out and doesn't, like, throw up on himself, people will say, wow, that's a big win. So they should be a little bit mindful about expectations management.
Yeah. Quick final word, Kevin.
The Trump campaign is big into over-promising and under-delivering, to Guy's point, but I'm hopeful that this will play out.
Well, they over-delivered in the 2016 ballot boxes, so we'll see where it happens in the debates, the ballot boxes, as that all comes along. Again, Kevin and Guy, thank you both very much. Great to see you.
Thanks, Shannon. Good to see you.
Okay, is there a real risk that Jeffrey Epstein confidant Ghislaine Maxwell won't make it to a courtroom? And if she does start talking, who's going down with her? Our experts have some inside scoop next.